name is Ashley Arnett, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about something I know very well, which is chronic back pain. According to the American Chiropractic Association, 80% of people will experience chronic back pain in their lifetime. The prevalence of sit-down types of jobs and a rising obesity epidemic contribute greatly to this spreading problem. Back pain is the most common form of chronic pain and the leading cause of disability claims, according to the American Chiropractic Association. So why is back pain such a problem for so many people, and what can you do to correct or lessen your chances of experiencing this type of pain? Aside from obvious traumas such as accidents, sports injuries, or body mechanical issues such as hernias, stenosis, spinal misalignments, arthritis, most back issues and pain are caused by the supporting muscles of the spine becoming weak or being inactive, or conversely becoming too tight or overworked. After many years of suffering from back pain myself, my research has led me to a greater understanding of why this pain occurs and how to correct these muscular imbalances. The wrong muscles begin to take over if the right muscles for the job are weak. Over time, this leads to complications and usually pain. The different muscles I will be talking about specifically are the thoracic muscles, the hip flexors and hamstrings, the abdominal muscles, and the gluteal muscles. No man is an island and no body part is either. The body is a functioning unit. It is important to know if parts of your body aren't functioning as they should and why. The first muscle group I'll be talking about are the thoracic muscles. They are your posture muscles. They're located in the mid-back between the shoulder blades, below the cervical spine, the neck, and above the lumbar spine. And they're involved in pulling, rowing, standing upright. They help hold us in our natural neutral spinal alignment, which is ear, shoulder, and hip in alignment. Most people don't have proper alignment, and this muscle is very slack in most people, especially if you sit a good majority of your time, 60 to 90% of your day, you're sitting. A chair is doing a lot of this work for you, so you're hunched forward, and especially if you work on a desk or on the phone a lot. So you're hunched forward, the chest muscles become very tight and pull you forward, also causing these muscles to go slack. So it's very important to strengthen these muscles and so that you can be in the proper spine alignment and they work as they should. To protect your spine from any unnecessary pulling on your neck and low back. The next group that I'm going to talk about are the hip flexors and the hamstrings. These two tend to occur together. These also are a problem from extended periods of sitting. The hip flexors become extremely tight and short because they're pulled forward when you're sitting in this position for long periods of time. A good way to test if yours are very tight is to just stretch one leg back and just see if you feel a lot of pull right here. They're probably too tight, and these muscles connect directly to the lumbar spine and the pelvis. So they will pull your pelvis forward unnaturally. The pelvis is supposed to be a very stable bone group, and if it is out of alignment, it's going to be pulling on other parts of your body, usually the back. The hamstrings are also constantly in a shortened position when you're sitting. So we want to make sure we stretch those out and strengthen them as well, because they're also involved in pulling the body upright. And again, if they aren't working or strong as they should, your back is going to be doing a lot of the work for them. There's a lot of stretches you can do. You can YouTube videos, lots of great ways to stretch these muscles out daily, especially if you spend the majority of time sitting, a good 15-20 minutes a day stretching these muscles out to contradict what you're doing sitting all the time is really, really important. The next muscle group, and probably the most obvious, are your abdominal muscles. They're the opposing muscle group to the back, and they are the biggest stabilizing muscles in your body. But they're involved in every single dynamic movement. If these are weak, then many parts of your body will be affected, especially the back. They're involved in holding your trunk upright, walking, sitting, standing, bending, arching, lifting. Everything that you do, the abs are involved. So if these muscles are weak and other muscles are doing their job, that will eventually lead to pain. And Dr. Sarah Duvall from CoreExerciseSolutions.com says when you feel back pain, it's because your stabilizers have taken a break and your movers are doing their work. And when movers are stabilizing, that is where the pain will come from. A weak core undermines everything that you do, but especially causes issues in your back. According to HealthStatus.com, if you do not have a more serious back condition, any back pain is likely the result of a weak core and abs. And lastly, and probably the most surprising muscle group that cause back pain when they are weak are the gluteal muscles. They are connected to your tailbone, pelvis, and your femur. They're involved in all kinds of movement, propelling you forward when you're walking, running. But in most people, they're very lazy and very hard to activate. If we're sitting, that muscle literally has to relax to allow you to sit comfortably. So most people, they're constantly inactivated. So this muscle is very important to activate, and that's easy to do 10-15 minutes a day. A good way to test if yours are pretty weak is just lifting your leg back a little bit, and if you feel any pinching, and it's your back taking over doing the work, because the glutes are supposed to actually do that for you. And if you, so you can also tell if they're not working, if you, when you bend forward, you actually arch at your back instead of them engaging and pulling you back up. So a lot of different muscle groups to really focus on, keep strong, and stretch and strengthen, and then you'll be on your way to avoiding this problem such as back pain. So the 4 muscle groups we covered again are the thoracic muscles, the hip flexors and hamstrings, the abdominal muscles, and the gluteal muscles. And these are the muscles to start working on consciously to avoid back pain. Well, and once you've cleared it with your doctor that there are no major mechanical issues or other problems. So strengthen, stretch, and stay strong, and you may never be one of the 80% who have to suffer from this problem. Thank you.